Nodens is a Celtic deity associated with healing, the sea, hunting and dogs. He was worshipped in ancient Britain, most notably in a temple complex at Lydney Park in Gloucestershire, and possibly also in Gaul. He is equated with the Roman gods Mars, Mercury, Neptune and Silvanus, and his name is cognate with that of the Irish mythological figure Nuada and the Welsh Nudd. Etymology: the name Nodens probably derives from a Celtic stem *Nodent or *Nudent, which J.R. Tolkien suggested was related to a Germanic root meaning acquire, have the use of, earlier, to catch, entrap. Making the connection with Nuada and Ludd's hand, he detected an echo of the ancient fame of the magic hand of Nodens the catcher. Similarly, Julius Pokorny derived the name from a Proto-Indo-European root *Noidi, meaning acquire, utilize, go fishing. Ranko Matisovich has proposed that the name of this deity may come from Proto-Celtic *Snodo, meaning mist clouds. The transition from *Snudo to Nodens happened because the particle sn was changed to n in Celtic languages, such as Gaulish and Brittonic. Furthermore, Nodens' name, which is in the nominative case, appears in inscriptions as Nodens due to a change to the dative case. However, sn was not reduced in Old Irish, in which the cognate is attested as Nuada Nuada, not *Nuada, which evidence reinforces Tolkien's derivation. Centers of worship: the Lydney Park complex. The temple complex at Lydney Park, situated on a steep bluff overlooking the Severn estuary, is rectangular, measuring 72 by 54 meters, with a central cella measuring 29 meters by 49.5 meters, and its northwestern end is divided into 3 chambers 6.3 meters deep. This imposing, classical-style temple building has been interpreted as an incubation, a dormitory for sick pilgrims to sleep and experience a vision of divine presence in the dreams. The site was probably chosen because it offered a clear view of the massive Severn Bore, a tidal wave which, under certain conditions, rises near Gloucester, and its position within an earlier Iron Age hill fort must also be relevant. The complex was archaeologically excavated in the 1920s by Sir Mortimer Wheeler, who established that it was built sometime after AD 364, with occupation continuing well into the 5th century. It has produced several inscriptions to Nodens. One, on a lead curse tablet, reads. Another, on a bronze plate, equates Nodens with the Roman god Mars. Another plate, bearing the image of a baying hound, makes the same equation. 2 inscriptions from Lydney Park appear to equate Nodens with Mercury. There is also unequivocal evidence of at least one temple priest. The cella has a mosaic floor, the surviving fragments of which depict dolphins, fish and sea monsters. The floor dates to the 4th century and was dedicated to the temple of Nodens by one Titus Flavius Senellus. The artifacts recovered include a bronze object, which may be a headdress or a vessel, showing a sea god driving a chariot between torch-bearing putti and tritons. Miranda Green speculates that Senellus may have been the individual who wore this artifact. Other artifacts include bronze reliefs depicting a sea deity, fishermen and tritons, 9 stone bronze statues of dogs, one of which has a human face, and some of which are similar to Irish wolfhounds, a bronze plaque of a woman, a bronze arm, an oculist's stamp, about 320 pins, nearly 300 bracelets, and over 8,000 coins. The iconography shows a clear association with the sea, while the dog's pins and bracelets and bronze arm, which shows signs of disease, indicate a healing function. The dog is a companion of the healing aspect of Mars, and dogs were symbols of healing throughout the classical world and Celtic world because they were observed to heal their own wounds by licking them. Images of pilgrims and deities holding dogs occur at many Gaulish spring sanctuaries, and live sacred dogs were kept at the temple of Asclepius at Epidaurus in the Peloponnese. The pins are associated with childbirth. The dogs, and the equating of Nodens with Silvanus, also suggest a connection with hunting. According to Cook, the toponym Lydney derives from the Old English asterisk Lydden, e.g., Lud's Island. However, alternative etymologies of Lydney are offered in other sources. Others: a silver statuette found at Cocker Moss, Lancashire, in 1718 but now lost, had an inscription on the base which read, LVCIANVSDMN col LICAPRILIVIATORISVS, to the god Mars Nodontis, the College of Lictors Lucianus Aprilus the Traveller, in fulfillment of a vow. Another inscription from Ventlander on Hadrian's wall reads, DONONEPTU, which has been interpreted as to the god Neptune Nodens. The god Nodatis, equated with Mars in an inscription found at Mainz in Germany, may be the same deity. The place name Maynooth, a town in North Gaul.He Ireland, is an anglicisation of Nuad, which means plain of Nuadu. The surnames O'Nuadhain, Noon, No One, and Noonan. The Gaelic-Irish surname O'Nuadhain is believed to derive from the forename Nuada, found particularly in County Galway, County Mayo and County Roscommon. The family were a sept of the Uí who settled in Calry, in what is now County Sligo. It is distinct from O'Nuonan, which is a corruption of O'Hianwanian. Both are now anglicised as Noonan. Mythological parallels. The name Nodens is cognate with Old Irish Nuada, an important figure from the Irish mythological cycle. Nuada was the first king of the Tuatha Dé Danann, who was disqualified from kingship after losing his hand in battle, but restored after he was given a working silver one by the physician Dianchacht and the right Cradney, and later a flesh and blood one by Dianchacht's son Meach. The Norse god Tyr is another deity equated with Mars who lost a hand. The Welsh Nudd is also cognate, and it is likely that another Welsh figure, Lud LLAW arraigned, derives from Nudd LLAW arraigned by alliterative assimilation. The legendary British King Lud may therefore ultimately be derived from Nodens, traditionally associated with the city of London, Londinium. The Fisher King of Arthurian legend is therefore proposed as a survival of this deity. A similar figure is endured of the Vanir, Norse god of wind, fertile land along the seacoast, as well as seamanship, sailing and fishing, whom the prose Edda also associates with the power to calm the sea or fire. In fiction, perhaps inspired by the Lydney Park excavations, Arthur Machen's novella The Great God Pan features a Roman pillar dedicated to Nodens. The dedication is made by one Flavius Senellus on account of the marriage which he saw beneath the shade, and there is a strong hint that Nodens is in fact Pan. In H. P. Lovecraft's novella The Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath, Nodens is an archaic god served by the night gaunts. He is also depicted as somewhat benevolent and opposes the frightening Nyarlathotep. In Laurel K. Hamilton's Minstrelscus in the Merry Gentry series, the character Doyle is revealed to have once been Nodens, a god of healing. One of Doyle's other forms is a dog, and his lick has the ability to cure minor wounds. In Dorana Durgan's 2001 novel A Feral Darkness, Nodens plays a crucial role throughout the book. Brian Keene's 2006 novel Dark Hollow utilizes Nodens as an outer deity, one of 13 separate from gods heaven and hell, and as ruler of a realm known as the Labyrinth. Keene's Nodens is the father to Pan, and the Labyrinth is the realm satyrs hail from in this work.